welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a product review for you guys on some SHEIN nail foils that I recently purchased. Also some Amazon nail foil adhesive that I purchased to use with the nail foils because SHEIN doesn't sell them. First off, I'm going to mention how I am in a new little zone area here in a new setup. So one, it's in a basement, so I'm going to apologize for any outside noises you will hear. Like upstairs, you could possibly hear walking people or voices, and also because I have furnaces going on down here or the laundry, things like that. So I do apologize if you hear any of those outside noises. I'm not alone today, so it's not the easiest way to get around doing a video, but here I am. I'm going to be doing a product review for you, and I am really sorry for any of the mistakes that I do make because it's my first time using nail foils, so it's not the best idea for me to do anyways, but it's a first impression so you guys can see how well I did and how I progressed and learned from my mistakes, if that makes sense. And also so you guys just get an idea of how well these products work. Yeah, that's basically all I'm going to say. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'm just going to get right into it, okay? Bye. Alright, so these are the nail foils I got from SHEIN. These are about $9, I believe. I can't remember exactly. If you go to my haul video, you'll know. It's a variety pack. They're pretty opaque, so you don't need a nail polish to go under, or if you want to use a see-through, you could do that too, but there's no need for it. Now, like I said, I did use the adhesive wrong in the first place. I am using just these tips for display so that I have an idea of what they look like. So I wasn't too mad with how they turned out in the end because it was just for a basic idea. Now I just went in with my base coat from Amazon and the adhesive from Amazon, and I went through and put the base coat on all of the different tips and then cured it for about 30 seconds each, and then I went in and I thankfully only tried the nail foil adhesive for the first time only on the one nail because I did it wrong the first time. But you'll see throughout the video I kind of learned from my mistakes, and you'll kind of see how the base coat compares to the nail adhesive from using one or the other. So yeah, you'll see how it turns out and kind of get an idea for yourself on whether these products are worth it or not. Here's where I ended up making my first mistake with the adhesive. I first off applied a bit too much, I feel, and then I didn't wait for it to sit. Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to cure this. I actually didn't honestly look into doing this at all. This is my first time doing it, so I kind of just went off some other videos I've seen. I've seen some people just use base coats only, and then I've seen people use adhesives like this and not cure it, and then I've seen other people use adhesives that do need to be cured. So you'll just see my method, and obviously this was too wet and didn't stick and wasn't tacky enough, so it didn't stick at all. But you'll see shortly I learned from my mistake, and you'll see how the base coat compares to the adhesive. The last two nails, I used two separate foils with the adhesive because I thought maybe that was the problem, but then I realized it was just I was doing it wrong. So this is just with the base coat, and I find it's working quite well. Not as good as I thought it would, but then in the end I feel like it might be the foils that actually don't stick as well or come off as easily as other foils that I've seen. So these are the results that I've received while using all of the different foils on just a base coat. I will say it's just that tacky and sticky layer is what makes the foils stick. So like I've said, I've seen a multitude of people use just base coat that have a sticky layer and it works quite well, or that's what the adhesive is for, is to have that sticky layer. So I don't know, I kind of worked with what I had and figured it out as I went and kind of learned from my lessons, and I'm probably gonna keep working on it and trying to perfect it, maybe use a bit different products, see if that helps, or maybe try out different foils from a different website or a different store. But yeah, these are how these are turning out. They're not too bad, but obviously, like I said, I'm not the happiest with how they turned out, but that just could definitely be my technique. Here's where I decided to go back in and retry that nail adhesive. So I started off with a base coat, cured it for 30 seconds, and then I applied the adhesive, but with a very thin layer, and then let it sit for about a minute or a couple seconds. I'm not entirely sure how long, but to where it was fairly clear and dried. And then I applied the foil, and I find it worked way better than my first try. So it was definitely my technique in the first time, but like I said, my technique might not be the best in general anyways. I just applied a top coat to all of the nails to see how it would turn out if I were to use them in designs. And yeah, I did that to all the nails, including the one that I applied the adhesive to. And yeah, you'll see how they turn out. So here's after a couple seconds to a minute or so of the adhesive sitting, and it's clear, and then I applied this nail foil and it seemed to work way better, but still I feel like it might be the nail foils that aren't the best, because it doesn't seem to come off as easily or as in one unison piece as I would like to see it with other foils that I've seen people use. So I'm not entirely sure if it's the nail foil I'm using or if I'm just still doing it wrong. Yeah, this is how they turned out with all of the top coats. I cured it for 60 seconds on each one. I still think they do look really pretty, so I still recommend it for it being a $9 set of foils. Considering foils for me are kind of hard to find. So for me, this was a semi of a win. I'm still not sure if it's my technique that I'm using, so if you guys have any tips for me, that would be awesome. If not, I'm gonna probably still keep researching for myself so I can see. Now, in comparison to the base coat, though, I feel like they are very similar. So if you can't get your hands on an adhesive, I feel like a base coat with a sticky layer will work out just as fine. It just won't come out as unison or as one piece. But that, like I said, could also just be the foil. So yeah, comparing it to the rest, I still think they all look really pretty and they turned out really, really well. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video and you look into getting some of these products yourself, or probably some better products if anything. I hope this video was semi-helpful for you guys on how these SHEIN products work and how you can get your hands on them yourself. So yeah, if you want to go check out my haul, definitely go do that. I'll link it down below. If anything, I hope you have a wonderful day, and yeah, stay safe. Bye.